Hi there, today I'm going to make a pumpkin and bacon soup. I'm going to utilise some of those butternut pumpkins down there. Put a little bit of Moroccan spice in there as well. I'm going to put onion and carrot and garlic and the bacon and the pumpkin in there with a chicken stock cube. You can also add other vegetables as well. You put some potatoes in there if you want to, celery. It's really up to you. Another different stock cube, or you can do without the bacon too if you're vegetarian or you don't have any bacon. All right, so I'm going to use 2 of the pumpkins here, the butternut pumpkins, 1 onion, a couple of carrots, chicken stock cube, a little bit of bacon, minced garlic, and Moroccan seasoning, which goes really well with this soup. Okay, so I've chopped my onions and carrot up, peeled the onion. I didn't peel the carrot, don't need to worry about that for the soup. It doesn't really matter how much you're going to chop it because you're going to blend the soup up again. If you're not blending the soup, try and chop it up a little bit smaller, and you can just use a potato masher to mash that up instead of blending it. Now while I'm cooking the onion and the carrot, I'm going to start peeling my pumpkins. What I do is I chop both ends off, then I chop it in half here, and then I just peel around the outside. Now, if you've got a decent potato peeler, you can use a potato peeler to do this as well. Now this end will have the seeds in it, and this end won't, so I'll just chop this up roughly into smaller pieces. And just use a spoon to get the seeds out of this. Okay, so I've chopped that bacon up nice and fine. I'm going to put that into the pot with the onion and the carrots and cook it off before I put the pumpkin in. So I've just added the bacon into my carrot and my onion, and I'm going to cook it off for a few minutes before I add the garlic and the pumpkin. Okay, so I'm going to add a teaspoon of garlic and my pumpkin, and I'll cook that for another 3 or 4 minutes before I add the spices, the stock and the water. I'm just going to put a lid on that to speed up the process a little bit. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. I'm going to then add my spices in. This is Moroccan spice, but you can use kind of any combination of spices that you want. There's a lot of spice blenders, or you can just leave it as it is. It doesn't matter too much. Okay, so I'm now going to cover that with water. And then I'm just going to crumble a chicken stock cube in there, and that'll dissolve in there. And I'll cook that for about 10 minutes, and then I'll drain it and blend it. Alright, that's looking really good. What I'm going to do now is actually add some coconut cream to this. I love a little bit of coconut cream in this soup. You don't have to use coconut cream. You can use milk or cream, or even just some plain yogurt if you've got, or you can just leave it without that as well. So I'm just going to stir that through. I'm going to cook this again once I've blended it. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drain that. So I'm just going to put it into a colander. Now I'm just going to let that cool down for a while before I blend it to make it a little bit safer to blend. Alrighty, I've just blended that soup up and it smells and tastes really good. I'm just putting a little bit of salt and pepper in there, but as you see, it's nice consistency, nice and thick, and it's going to be awesome tonight because it is really cold out there. Have a play around with it, play around with what you put into it, and enjoy. Take care.